Good morning, everybody. How are you beautiful people today? I apologize for being late. I actually did two videos and one short. I woke up at 4:45 this morning in California. So, don't ask me why I woke up at 4:45. Good morning, Christopher. You probably don't care anyway. Good morning, Christopher. Hi, Juanita. Welcome in. Juanita says, good morning, Nonya. Christopher says, good morning, guys. And Angela says, good morning, buttercups, coffee cups, chatters, and welcome. Welcome to NONYASISCHAT Chat. This is our tea time. I don't have a teacup up today, but I did put up sharks. There was a barracuda for DNisha, but it goes that way. So that's the wrong way. So some sharks for you this morning because Anthony is chum. I'm sorry. I have developed a giggle. I don't even know where it came from. I never giggled before in my life. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Juanita, good morning. How are you? Betty Bush, good morning. And a glorious morning it is. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me. Miss Faye, how are you, my sister? My Cali sister is in the house. Betty Bush says, good morning, Angela. And Juanita says, good morning. So does Miss Faye. And let's give it a minute. Nonya, is that for the Daltons in making? Yes. That's for DNisha, and that's Anthony. Good morning, Gwen. Welcome in. Even Gwen's here. So I was up this morning. I didn't even comb my hair. Look at it. I had it tied up around with a scarf on it. So it's kind of like ratchet. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are here. And am I early or this is, well, it's okay. You're here. And that's what I care about. So did you guys get a chance? Hi, Carla. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. Coming in to sip some tea. Well, we have some. You guys, I'm sure, have seen it, the videos, because I'm 3 hours behind you. But I did get up at 4:45 so I can make some videos. I did. 4:45. Thank you, Gwen. I know you were at work also. Carla's at work. Juanita says, I am working and listening. Okay. Angela says, this is the third day. And did you guys hear DNisha telling Anthony her son needs clothes? I just dropped it. Yeah, absolutely. So, let's see. I keep saying, I don't know where that's coming from. Their keen face looks like Anthony. Doesn't it? But he's not the shark. She is. So when I was saying all along, because I think from what I could tell from the comments, people are, no, DNisha doesn't waste any time. Gwen says, yes, I'm working and listening. Thank you, Gwen. Yeah, that it's not Anthony, it's her. And she's got a look about her. She's a beautiful woman, but she does have this look. There's some kind of look about her. But I was kind of surprised that a lot of people didn't see this coming. DNisha is not who she appears. And that's what I've been saying all along. Not saying I'm right or anything, but I was trying to let you guys know who this woman is, right? Sorry. I was trying to let you know who she is. This is who DNisha is. She's part of the BBL crew. She was the leader when they came to Skitland. She's not a good person. No, she's a gold digger. And I was trying to share that. Nonya, did you see the latest comments that Dave gonna take away the restaurant from Amber and he's a scammer? They have nothing else. No, I didn't see that. I'm not gonna go looking for stuff like that unless I'm bored. No. They don't have anything to talk about, but so now they're gonna go pick on Dave. Is that it? You can't make this stuff up with people. Anyway, Now that's entertaining foolishness. I'm sorry. They can't face the fact that Anthony has just purchased his second affair. That's what's going on here. Then everybody's thinking, oh, she's pretty, she's nice. No, she's not nice. DNisha, no. DNisha is as cold as they come. Good morning, One Journey. Good morning. Do you want to join me up here? You see my sharks, Miss One Journey? No, DNisha is not a good woman. She is, well, she might be a good woman. I don't know. I've never seen her do anything bad. I do know she knows the game. And she used to lead. She used to lead the BBL crew. Remember Momo, Melissa, the cousin? That's her. Hi, Keisha. Good morning. Let's see, Angela. They're doing way too much. Through and heard that Nonya Sisters chat. I'm going to send you the link, One Journey. Hope, good morning. Good morning. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. It's free. Turn on your notification bell. I do have 3,000 followers now. I'm not sure how the video is doing. I think it's 980,000, something like that. Will it make 1 million? I don't know. But let me send you an invite, One Journey. Does anyone else want to come up and hang out with One Journey and I? Do you want to come up and hang out? Because I will bring you up if you want to come up. Okay? So always remember that you can always come up here. And you can always put, you don't have to put your face. You don't have to. You can just come up. You can even just come up to, you can sit and be quiet. Just turn your mic off, turn the camera off, and it'll give you a feel for being up here. Okay, so just remember that. One Journey, I have placed the link in the chat for you. Is that okay? Oh, yeah. I was trying to give everybody a heads up that this is what was going to happen to Anthony. This is who she is. She's not a nice girl. She's a gold digger. She's streets. She's beautiful. She looks like she may have actually come from a well-bred family. We don't know. Betty, all those bottom feeders are lean and one-sided. Gwen says Angelina's at 981,000. I think it should be more. Keep watching. I let it play for 3 hours. One Journey, did you get the link? And Gwen, I know you're at work, so I know you can't come up. Let me send this to One Journey again. So I'm sorry, and I don't mean to keep saying it, but I saw so many comments. Hi, Dolly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, One Journey, thank you. So I was trying to give you a heads up, but I did see a lot of comments. Hi, Tina, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see, DNisha told Anthony that all of them other men just come and sit and don't do. That's game. That is game, guys, girls, ladies. When I tell you I used to sit around and watch my cousins and my grandmas, my aunties, not my grandma, but the women, and this is the game. So I was surprised to see so many people surprised that this is who she is. No, this is game. I know you guys are really sweet. And I mean, I grew up in LA, so of course, that's what you got. Not everywhere, because I didn't grow up in the hood. We started off in like a regular neighborhood. Good morning, One Journey. Good morning. One Journey, I do not see you. Where are you, lady? Where's One Journey? Is it something I'm doing wrong? Good morning, One Journey. Thank you for joining me. A new skit when Anthony tells Wayne him and DNisha crossed the line. Okay. One Journey, can you hear me okay? One Journey, can you hear me? I don't know if One Journey's mic is on yet. Testing, testing. Test Nonya. DNisha made sure Anthony knows. Yeah, it's very lame. Hi, Abby. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, family. The Barracuda finished me. I do call her. I do call her. Okay, One Journey. Thank you. Love to get your take. Hey, girl. Good morning. How's my sister in Christ? Hi, One Journey. One Journey, I've been trying to get the message out so people wouldn't be surprised at DNisha. This is who DNisha is. And, you know, people are so sweet and innocent. And I was watching the comments this morning, and people don't want to talk about this new affair number 2. Yeah, it's affair number 2. Anthony just purchased it. My background is pretty. Which one? The room or the sharks? My room? It's not even, this is my office. It's not even fixed up yet. But thank you. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I need to fix my office. That's where I am now. I got tired of sitting in the den. And then I kept coughing in there, and I realized my husband said it's probably draft. So I decided to come in here and sit where I'm supposed to be sitting in the first place. Let's see. I'm going to read some comments. One Journey.
Yes, I am here.
Oh, there you are. Good
Sorry.
morning.
Good morning, chat. Good morning, everyone. And I want you to know that I am thoroughly enjoying Anthony and DNisha. I love it.
I am now.
I love it. He needs a lesson, and she's the one to teach it to him. But the thing is, they both, on my review, I said they both like the dark side.
They
so
do. I saw that.
They're a match.
I saw your review.
Watch, and not only that, she knows all the secrets of the city. They're going to be the kingpin. They're going to be mayor, governor. They're going to hold that state by the neck because they're bad guys.
They are bad guys. But I'm wondering, the only thing, because I did see your review, the one thing that I'm wondering, is she going to be able to tolerate Anthony's narcissistic behavior? Because how long, she already stopped saying bye, Anthony, at the end of the call. She is not there to do your bidding. That woman is not there to take orders from Anthony. So I'm curious to see, like, does she use him until she gets tired? Or, I mean, is it going to run past?
I think that I've been putting in the text that Anthony needs to contact his lawyer, give a percentage.
Exactly. I saw that.
And sign the paper.
See, I'm on your page. 30%. Is that what you said?
Always come through. I cannot say that. You always. I said, this lady finds a way. And thank you. But I'm excited about this because Anthony is a bad guy and he needs to have a bad guy role. You know,
yes,
he's not a good guy. And DNisha is a bad guy and a woman. They're both criminals, and they can do wonderful things in the skit. Leave Amber alone. Let Amber go off into her oasis, or let her go to Broadway. We want to see her on the main screen in Hollywood. There's other things for this particular actress to do besides this. I don't want her stuck, stagnant. I want her to soar and thrive.
I love that One Journey.
Yeah. She can come and dip back in now and then, but you've done enough years. You know what I mean?
She has.
And yeah, I want to see her small off-Broadway plays, other things that I want to see her develop. I don't want her stuck for 20 years. I just got here though. So I understand I don't know everything, but yeah.
Well, you know, her dad has a production on right now. You know, so, and she has done a couple of movie spots, and I actually hope so too. I mean, I'm going to hate to see her leave the skits, but.
Well, I don't think she has to leave. Her presence has to be in a different way if she has a project.
Well, she's, Amber has stated to her fans that she loves production. She
Yeah.
loves to produce.
Mhm.
So maybe she's tired. I mean, not tired of, but she
I
wants to
understand.
expand. She wants to grow. And hopefully she will get her wish. I mean, her prayers. Actually, she's very spiritual. Her
Yes.
and Ernestine,
Yeah.
and Brittany. And so
Yeah.
hopefully her prayers will be answered. She wanted to get married. She wants to have another child, and hopefully that's what we're about to see. And I
Yeah.
have said it before. I do think, even though supposedly from the other side, Facebook, she is engaged, and they're saying that it's Ray, her cameraman, but I
Yeah.
think it's Dave. Like in real life,
Yes, you
Dave's not the
been
best
saying
actor,
that.
but I think he's her fiance because
Yeah.
their chemistry is off the chart also.
Yes.
And we don't see Amber kissing. I do, and you can see her face when she's around him. You see her, she's feminine already, but there's something else that's there.
Mm.
And I and I'm just saying this. I don't have any proof or anything, but I think that he is going to be her husband, Dave. And it's not
Wow.
Ray. Ray's younger, and he's younger than her, and he sounds like a really nice guy. He's playful and everything, but I think from what we can tell, we don't know this woman, but
Right.
Dave fits her
Mm.
because we do follow her and we know the things she does, and you can kind of move the actress out of the way, and you listen to her, and
Yeah.
you listen to her doing her clothes sales and just her whole interaction with her fans.
Yeah. I mean,
She's
she has
entertaining.
a real life, you know what
She
I mean?
does. She has a real
And,
life and a little boy.
yeah, and I don't want anyone to be stuck. I think I joined
Hmm.
all of their little, the people I like. I like
Yeah.
crime stories, just like with Power, the Power universe from Courtney Kemp.
Uh
God
huh.
bless Courtney Kemp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Amber can do the same. Nemesis that Rafi starred in, and so did Trey, star in Nemesis
I saw that. Yeah. I
on
did finally
Netflix.
turn to it.
You know what I mean? We want them to soar. We want them to not get stuck, not get cornered.
Well,
And
Anthony's been on TV. He was on,
yes, yes,
you
yes,
know,
yes,
so I hope that the doors do open, like you're saying, and they're able to go through because they're
yeah,
still young enough. And I, I really want them to do well
yeah,
because they're very, especially Anthony and Amber. Well, not especially, but Anthony and Amber are the top
yeah.
stars
They are, they
on
are.
Country Wayne, and Anthony plays his role so well because if you ever watch him or follow him, you
Yes.
know he's the coolest cat around.
Wow.
He is not. He is totally the opposite. But
That usually happens. That usually
his
happens.
wife seems very grounded. She's very family oriented from what we can tell. And
Yeah.
she's not the social media on screen type. I
Mhm.
saw her twice do
Wow.
make some interaction on social media. And you can tell she's a wife. That's her
Yes.
husband. And
Yes.
she has rules that they
Yes.
did end up following.
Yes.
Hmm. So I'm glad. I like your take on them.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'm going to keep that in mind too while I watch this
Yeah.
because my take was that Denisha might get in there and just use him like as an
That's fine
affair.
too. I'm down with that too. Take
Well,
every penny.
that's what I was thinking it was going to
Take
be part of his karma one journey.
take every penny. Take away his first love. Absolutely.
That's his
Listen,
money.
he's
Yeah.
not going to win with DNisha. She's not a
Mm-mm.
blind person walking. The
Yeah.
manipulation is not going to go far. And she snips it very, very early.
You
This is
noticed, right?
yes, this
Yes.
is the person he needs.
She's
This is
she
the person
snipped
that
it.
will grow him up. What offsets me a little bit is I gotta meet your son. I gotta meet your son. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Children are the most precious things we have. We don't
I
share them that easily.
I still haven't figured out that part unless it
I
goes
haven't
back, because
figured
I'm
out
with
that part
you.
either. I don't
I'm with
either.
you on that. What's with him and wanting to meet him so
Um,
badly?
what is chat saying? Because I'm thinking
We can read
when
some chat. Yeah.
when he meets the child, he'll know if it's a match because he's gonna have to take care of this child, and this child will be in his present and in his home. And
And
he
this
may
child has that little attitude. Her son,
oh
well, he seems unhappy.
mhm.
He never looks at the camera. I mean, he never smiles.
He's
You don't
unhappy.
get warm and fuzzy from him.
Right. And he's always wants to go somewhere else.
Somewhere else. You
Why
don't
is
get
that?
you don't get warm and fuzzy from DNisha either.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And where's the dad?
We don't know.
Um,
Dad Dave?
hmm?
I saw that in chat that the dad is Dave.
Dave. Girl,
Mm,
I've seen so many strange comments about Dave. These people don't know anything about Dave.
mm-mm.
I have a problem with things that people just make up on the fly.
Mhm, mhm.
That's why some chat I can't watch them. How do
Yeah,
you get Dave out of DNisha's past?
right.
I,
You
I,
need
we're supposed to pay attention to the skits.
right.
We don't know anything about Dave.
We don't know anything.
I saw. This is the first I heard that that's his child. I don't
Well,
know. It could be, but where did it come from? Somebody just pulled it
I,
out of
I
the
don't
air.
know. Dolly, Carol might know, Angela might know, Miss Faye, Tell might know. I don't
See,
know.
I don't entertain things like that because the bashing is so deep. It
Yeah.
the dislike because he is with Amber. And my thing is, let's
I,
watch the skits and pick up what we can pick up about these people. I
yeah.
mean, she could be, who knows? But where's the beef?
I don't know anything about Dave. Dave is just beginning to reveal his hand, and on my one of my reviews I just did recently, I said that and I think I heard this from you first, and you say these people are switching up left and right. You know, like they
Yeah,
used to side, they don't have a side anymore.
yeah,
They don't even know if they're neutral. One week they're here, the next week they're there. And
true.
that kind of mindset is a little unstable, or they
Exactly.
are just not sure of what they are observing. And that happens with stories. You become unsettled and you're not sure what am I watching? Now,
Hmm.
people I've heard them say how diehard of a fan they are. They have all these terms for Amber. I can't remember what they
I
are.
don't.
But
And
I've
the thing
always
about
said
it,
you
yeah,
need to
where did this Amberite come from?
I'm a black
How do you just put a label on Amber fans?
I don't know.
That bothers me because nobody asks you to label Amber fans. Usually the content creators pick their own names, but they just decided to tack on Amberite to Team
Yeah,
Amber people. I
and
mean,
then they're angry with her. Why are you gonna be anger?
they don't like
Angry.
her.
None of us make the right choices all day long in
That's
through
what I
our
say,
entire life. Allow her to trip. Allow her to fall. Allow her to stumble and get back up again
girl.
stronger.
One journey. That's what I've been preaching, but it seems like I'm
I
shouting to the wind.
well, I
That
think people
mm-mm.
don't like, balanced people, people who want to see the good, the bad, and balance it out and see
You know,
what it
one
is.
journey. You could be right with that. You can be right. And the other thing about the character Amber is if you look at everybody, yes, she has made her mistakes. She has turned around.
Mm,
She does have to talk about that affair
who
to
hasn't?
Dave. But the thing about the Amber character, who else on there can you say has a really good heart? It's almost like
Ooh,
there's a song by Taylor Swift called Cassandra, and
okay.
it's about the whole town turning against her.
Oh, Lord.
It's like, well, there's a reason for the song, but it's like, if you think about it, she's got like a golden heart. Like she's, and I'm talking about in the skits, and
Right?
everybody around this woman is dark.
Wow.
So I mean, just picture the people that she interacts with, and she has to deal with, and now you see that she stopped talking so much and bringing in the negativity into her life.
Right.
So maybe she's growing. But and I'm talking about the character.
Yeah, of course, of course.
There's something about her or good people in general that
Right.
people want or they don't like. Is it that there's too much good in them, or they shine too much, or people want to take something like take a piece out of you? What's the deal?
Well,
Because
I'm
there's
hoping
something.
I'm hoping that, once she finds out about Melissa and oh, wait, your mic went
My mic.
okay, we hear you now. Once Amber finds out about Melissa, she's going to learn to investigate everyone around you consistently because people have secrets.
That's why I
She
say keep your
she
head on a
has sh
swivel.
yeah, she has secrets, and I cannot wait until they sit down together and share the secret, and then I'm gonna see, can you build?
Well,
Because
yeah, that's what I've
once
been shouting to the rain. Also,
yes,
they've
can
got
we
to
build
talk.
now? Can we build now? Can we,
Yeah,
yeah, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with Anthony. Stay right over there with DNisha,
yeah,
you
stay there.
know?
Oh,
Leave Amber
one
alone.
journey. You have no idea
Stay
what
right over there.
I don't even mean to sound like I'm preaching, but I think I started with this as soon as the Melissa thing came around, right? They have to have that conversation. They've got to talk about his secret, and she's got
Yes,
to
talk
disclose
about
her
her
secret.
secret.
But she
And she
did
really
tell him,
doesn't have a lot of secrets. She really doesn't,
no,
and
she doesn't.
she doesn't have to talk about Wayne at all to anyone.
Well, I
Um,
think one journey, I do think that I slightly disagree with that. If she's going to build a foundation with Dave, if it turns out that they are who we see,
uh-oh.
and they're going to build, they need to have a clean slate because she came into the marriage with Anthony and she didn't disclose anything about Wayne,
Okay.
and she was with Wayne. So I have been preaching and shouting and everything. Look, these two have to sit down and have that difficult conversation. Dave knows she did something because she told him, and he was explaining to her, or talking to her about grace because she understands grace. But
Mhm.
she told him, I did something and I kept doing it over and over and over again.
Wow.
And we know she was talking about the affair with Wayne. So she let him know that there is something she needs to talk to him about. She said that already.
Yeah.
And then they went into, because she was saying, she can't seem to find the grace. She can't accept it because she feels guilt. After
Mhm.
2 years, she
Wow.
still does. And the suffering she's done. And this is why a lot of fans are so um, hard nosed about the Amber character because we've watched her grow. We've watched her modify her behavior. We've watched her walk away from Anthony or from Wayne, and she's trying to be everything she can to Anthony. And he was fine up until that 22-month affair started with
Yeah.
Shayla. So they
Wow.
do have to have that conversation. I've been saying it over and over. The one journey that's why I say buckle up, buttercups. You are going to see everything hit the fan. Oh, so now Dave is DNisha's baby daddy. Where'd that come from?
Mhm.
I saw the other one. Wait a minute. There's another one journey. Let me just share this one. It says something about Mm, not that one about the clothes. There was another one. He's gonna take her restaurant away because he's a scammer. I
What?
mean, so you gotta. That's why I'm so happy I have this channel. I'm so happy because
Is
I
yeah.
cannot. I can't. I can no longer tolerate that kind of stuff just flying through the air. Like people just make things up and say it, and some things just stick. We know nothing about Dave, nothing except that
Nothing.
he's extremely rich. He may have had an affair with Melissa. He may or may not, because we know something's wrong with Melissa. However, if we
Well,
listen to,
that did come out.
well,
Remember
no, no, what came out was that he was on her bed. She never said, well, listen, She
She
never
said that's what she
said,
said, she was in
no,
her
I
body.
think something happened. Okay. But my
Mhm,
thing is the way I work is that I do listen to what they say. I do
mhm,
think something happened. But what she said was he was in my bed. She didn't say we had an affair. She didn't say we did this, even though we know. But people will take anything and run with it. But that's the only thing that's out there. Something happened. Why was he at her house?
mhm,
So common sense is going to say that's what happened, right? But the way that Wayne writes, there are pieces that they deliberately will not say
uh-oh.
exactly what they mean, and that's one of the pieces. And so when you say how I might like investigate something, these are things I look for. I look for what they say or what they do.
I thought that told Ben, busy gossiping Ben in front of her mother saying that she's sleeping with her boss.
Yeah, he got that from Danielle.
What?
Yeah, no, there's no proof. I mean, even if I want to believe it because I think it did happen, but the thing is, she told Danielle, but she didn't say, I'm having an affair. We're calling that a blooper. She didn't
Uh-huh.
say, I'm having an affair, but her body language was such that, and this was where I was stuck. Her body language was such that, you know how you'll lie to you, not you, but a person will lie to another person who knows them very well. And she started backpedaling and getting all rattled and
Right.
no, 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 no. So it was never said, I am having an affair or I have slept with my boss. That didn't come out. That's not what she said. She absolutely did not say it. She
But what
just
did she
started
say today?
backpedaling and
What did
Melissa
she say?
Danielle read it as her saying, I had an affair with
But
my boss.
what did she say to Dave in the backyard though? I gave you my body?
No, I've been your piece. So when she was speaking, she said PIECE as well as PEACE. That's why I have a short that's got both words on it, both
Okay.
spellings, because we can't, you really can't determine exactly what she was saying. Now we tend to think, yeah, something probably happened with them, but she was saying one piece might have been the body part piece,
Okay.
the other was the mindset piece. Which piece is she talking about in that particular skit?
Right.
The way they wrote that skit is awesome because it leaves you wondering which piece is she talking about? Which
Right.
piece was for Dave? Was it one or two? Which piece was for her? Was it one or two or both?
Right.
So the way he writes, he leaves you wondering what they really said. Now, when Wayne wants you to know something absolutely, he will write it in that way, or his staff. It will be crystal clear,
Okay.
crystal clear. But he writes in, what do you call it, one journey when you write and you have to use your imagination to figure out what it's about? Because that's how Wayne writes. He'll write it and leave you guessing, or he'll write it and give you the information. Like, absolutely, this is what it is. So he does both things.
Hmm.
So that's why when people watch the skits, we have to be very careful of what we infer from what Wayne has written. And now
Ooh.
all of a sudden, Dave has a son by DNisha.
I
I mean,
think chat's funny. Chat's funny.
they're not funny to me, girl. They get them.
They are funny because they're not
Oh,
they are in tune with their own reality. Like
they
right
are.
now, I'm in tune with my own reality. Those are two gangsters, and that's it.
I like it on
Okay,
Journey. I know.
they're
I
just
like
two
that.
gangsters because Anthony doesn't want to. He thinks he's a nice guy. You're not. You're a
No, he's
gangster,
not.
and he needs a gangster woman, and she is not following his little do this and do that. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
No, no,
You know,
no.
I think, the way I should have said that was, I don't like the gang bashing mentality. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Um, that bothers my spirit
Yeah.
when the whole public opinion on this side. Now on Facebook side, it's a
Really?
whole different thing.
I've
It's
not been over
totally different. Over here, it's Amber's this horrible person. Over
Really?
there,
Really?
she's got she's got Facebook fans for days, and that's why she's number one, because of Facebook. People love her. But over here, it's more like, well, she did this. They just make up all this stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I've not been on Facebook to see what's going on over here.
oh
I only know the YouTube people.
yeah. Um, the piling on of people, it bothers me. It bothers my spirit. And then the other thing that bothers me, and I'm just going to say this because I'm not going to, throw salt on the writing, but is that, how are we viewed with all of this around
Yeah,
the world?
around the
Because
world.
these skits go around the world.
I
So
do.
that troubles me, but I'm just one person. But people from other countries make comments because they think this is who the Black person is in America.
Yeah, that's who we are. Yeah.
And
That's
that's not who we are, right?
mm,
We don't all do what these people are doing. These are skits. This is somebody's fantasy world in his head.
yeah.
But I don't want to get that deep.
Yeah. I
But
didn't like when they did the skit, I understand it, but I didn't like when Anthony was calling her names. You're muted again.
it's maybe did I lean? Am I
Mm.
okay?
Yes, you're good now.
Okay, I was leaning on my laptop, and it's a touch laptop, so I probably leaned someplace I shouldn't have been. Okay, let me go ahead and do you want to read some comments with me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll read some
one
comments.
journey.
If I
It's
get
the
too
way Wayne
coffee,
writes.
if I get too congested, then I'll have to stop.
Well, that happens to me. That's why I came in here today and
Yes.
yesterday instead of being in the den, because I think at night when I did the wind down, it
Yeah.
was just too cold or drafty, maybe. I don't know what it was, but I feel better. But one journey, I just want to say the gang bashing mentality is what really bothers me,
Yeah,
and that would be
I
for
didn't like
anything.
that. I didn't like when he called her names, and I didn't like that skit at all, and I don't wanna see it, and you also don't have to be concerned about that Angelina, short because it's gonna be there for the next 5 years, 3,000,000, blah, blah, blah. It's just gonna soar.
I'm in
It
shock. He got 96,000 on that
Yeah,
video.
yeah, I did tell you on my notes in there, I put million coming. It's
I
none.
know you did put that, and I thought,
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
The shorts don't pay, but they move the
I'm
channel.
just a little person, So to see that, it's like,
I'm very excited.
me too. And
Yeah,
I'm scared to breathe. Like if I stop,
yeah,
if I accept it, I might.
yeah,
I'm like holding my breath.
yes. And I want you guys to be patient with me. Ooh, you did it
Girl,
again.
you are rocking on your channel. I
No,
haven't been on
no.
in a couple of days, but
I'm always having accidents. In fact,
ah,
I posted my studio. Did you see my post on my studio? I
no,
posted the inside of my studio.
oh
Yeah,
no,
so
but I will
with
look.
with with my little tools all around me.
I'll look, yeah. But
I
no, I've
know.
been doing this takes so much, but it takes
Yeah,
so much time. And during the day, I run errands, I do all these other things. My husband comes home from lunch and life be lifing, right?
yes,
So that's why I did choose two dedicated times to go
yeah,
online. And
yeah,
then if I have time, I'll throw something out there. Or I'll go to your channel. I go to your channel, and you're the only one that I go to now.
Oh, no.
You're the no, no, no. I don't. I can't deal with all the makeup spaghetti on the wall, ugly, nasty. I can't. I can't handle it. It troubles me. That mentality. It really bothers me. And because who are we to cast a stone? Who are
Well,
we to say, well, she's wrong and throw a Bible at her? I just can't.
look, look,
With one
look.
journey.
When on my last review, I said, look, what gets me about Amber is that she's in a unrepented state right now, and she's acting out, and she is walking with lust. I've been there,
Well, she
and
is.
and
Yeah.
I've been there, and I paused my prayer, I paused my interaction with God,
Hmm.
and that is part of the Christian experience.
And that's part of
That
the journey.
yeah, David murdered. Come on, this is David with all his psalms and his writing, but
Yeah.
he also murdered. And then
Uriah.
Job fought. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
But
Job
I think
fought with
Uriah
his
is the
friend.
marriage. I think
Right.
Uriah represents the marriage.
Yeah. So I'm saying allow people to thrive and come out of their dark space or come
Yeah.
out of their unforgiveness or whatever. I'm not quite sure why she doesn't get a chance to transition and
We
grow.
agree with you. But the thing
Um,
is, yeah, not to cut you off, but the thing about it is that she is even in the skit, she found it, right? And she's very spiritual throughout. And then the darkness comes in. But my thing about the Amber character, One Journey, and I guess nobody, well, not nobody, but um the woman finally broke when after a whole, first of all, 2 month affair, I mean 22-month affair, but then a year after he's been home, the lady finally just gave up. And I'm sure you've probably seen people who break.
of
And I
course.
think Amber broke. And that's why she was wandering around when she went to Dave's that night and she had on the leather coat. Because I've seen that before where they just give
Mhm.
up. She lost her way. God is still there,
I
but
think
we're the ones that go the
I
wrong
don't
way.
even see her lost. I just see her, I'm in my flesh right now. Um,
No, people get
yeah.
lost. We
Lost would
People
be
do get
very
lost.
deep. She's not far away from God. She is just, you know, um,
Not looking at it yet.
like King David didn't get lost. If you get
Yeah,
lost in sin, you don't turn around.
you
Um,
when you enter that.
yeah, but she's turning around. She's wising up, and
Yeah,
um, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm having fun with Anthony because I just want him
I
and
can't look at
Nisha to go
Anthony
off into the
anymore.
sunset, and when he goes into the sunset, he'll never regret it.
The thing for me about Anthony, I can hardly stomach him,
I
is
know.
that I can't stand domestic violence. And
Yeah.
and
Um,
I saw all the little signs and the no
well,
talking to
I
her and
saw
just
verbal abuse, but everyone says it wasn't. So I don't
who
know.
they don't know verbal abuse.
I don't know. They said it wasn't. But then even Amber's own mouth said it was verbal abuse in
I'm
one of the
sorry, what?
skits.
It was verbal abuse.
I
That
think so.
is verbal abuse. And that's the thing I'm saying about a lot of the communication that you hear on here. I don't know if it's that people don't know what it is, or even the mental abuse of abandonment, and you only want to touch me when
Yeah,
you want to do it at night. But
yeah.
when we're in the house together, we don't talk, we don't eat, we don't go anywhere. There's no interaction. How is a person supposed to live with no human interaction? We can't. We are
Mhm.
human beings. And for the last year, this is what she's been dealing with. And then now it's the name calling. I mean, if you saw it grow gradually, it was the grab on her shoulder. And then I said in someone's chat, this was about to turn into DV, right? And then all the name calling came. And then she ended up slapping him. That, and somebody said, nope, it'll never get there. I know domestic violence. Not that it happened to me, but I've grown up around it enough to know the signs. I've worked in law enforcement. I know the signs. So if you've not been exposed, I'm sorry, you won't know the signs. and maybe I just have that insight, and I think everybody does, and so I'm thinking that they've seen what I've seen, but they haven't, and but I saw it coming. It was right there in people's faces, but they didn't see it, but they don't know it to see it.
Yeah, and
You
it
don't
and it
know it's
and it and
coming.
it
You
came
don't
and
know.
went. It came and went fairly quickly, so nothing was taught,
They
nothing was
probably
learned.
got exactly nothing was taught, right? But maybe Wayne decided that's probably not the best route to take because these are skits that are made up in somebody's head. And Wayne does pay attention to public opinion, especially on Facebook, not so much YouTube. On Facebook, oh, he's all over Facebook. That is the platform. YouTube, they just started around, I think around COVID, really paying attention. Facebook's been on this for the longest. And if you ever were to visit Facebook, you would see what I mean. It's a
I
totally
I have to get
different
over there.
it's totally different one journey than YouTube. YouTube is like a small platform. So the mentality is narrower. There are not as many people. There are not as many people over here as it is on Facebook. Um, I like the more I like YouTube better because it's more confined. Facebook is like this big gigantic elephant out there. But anyway, we better read some comments. And I just I guess I just see things and I kind of know like what's going to happen. But then I see all these comments that are made up and pulled out of nowhere and it's like where'd they get that from and Amber's this and Amber's that and Anthony's being whitewashed, him and Shayla, where you don't want to be mad at them anymore, except
That's
you still got this little boy running around to remind us. And
yes.
then when Amber had that flashback when she was with Dave that night,
Yeah.
and that black and white flashback
Yeah.
of her catching him in the bed, that brought me to tears again because it brought
Yes.
back not tears where I was crying and bawling, but it brought back that that period of time. And it was very painful to watch it all over again, just in a snapshot, because
Ye
people have forgotten what it was like for that character.
yes.
They've forgotten. And so I was actually happy because it looked like a release for her.
Yeah.
Like almost like she was able to let it go. So now with Dave, if he is who he's showing that he is,
We
I'd
don't know.
like to see some more ministry, but Wayne has a tendency to do things one time and
Yes.
you're supposed to hold on to it until you see something different. Then
Yes.
you move on, then you change. Like people say, oh, Amber never cooks. Well, we know she cooks, but
What?
yeah, oh yeah, she never cooks. But
What?
so I'm telling you, this is oh, it's
Where's that?
hard to
No,
describe.
nobody is going to cook on a set unless it's a set for cooking. Like I'm gonna do cooking on my channel, definitely. Quick meals that you can make
Oh,
and
that'll be great. I like
just
that.
something quick and healthy while you stream. Because
Oh, I like that.
I've done it
Yeah.
before. Just move my second camera so you can see this fruit does that. Don't eat this fruit, but eat this fruit. When you're streaming, you need to have that salmon. You need that brain food. Um, because you're sitting, you know? Yeah. So
You have a brilliant mind. I mean, I
well,
love the way you
we're doing
think.
in real life, right? So in real life, we do eat when we are streaming and we get hungry.
I don't.
I do.
I forget to eat.
I don't.
My
I'm kidding.
husband is all over me. He said, did you eat today? And I'm like, I have to think about it
Well,
because I just, I don't
that's an
know.
assignment for you then to make sure that you have an apple on your desk and show us you have the apple. Well, not the apple because probably an
I have a
applesauce.
nectarine in the kitchen, in the refrigerator.
You
I have a
see?
nectarine.
Something little. So while someone else is reading the chat, you're having you're putting that nutrition in.
I think that's a great idea
Your
because I
body needs it. Or
specifically
just
bought
let us
some
know
fruit.
that you have the grape but you can't talk
I
and
have
eat at the same
cherries
time.
too. And I'll sit here
Ooh,
and I will not eat
cherries are
until
good.
I will not even eat. Let's go ahead and do some chats because I think they think we forgot about them. We did not
No,
forget about you people.
no.
I just
Actually, I've been reading them, as we
okay.
talk. Yeah, I've been reading them in my head. Like especially Nature Holistic. She's talking about how people can respond. They have to give hard topics in a certain way. But you know what bothers me? All
There's
the
no
pregnancy
resolution.
losses. The pregnancy losses are not nice. I don't
No,
like it.
I don't either. I don't. We
Everybody,
talk about that in here. Yeah, I don't like it either. It's
too
like,
much.
why do you keep making these women pregnant? I'm sorry, I didn't even brush my hair. You keep making these women pregnant, and then they keep losing the children and all that.
Yeah, that's too much.
Um, it's hard. So, what time are we at? Um,
Let me put my timestamp on. One moment.
Angelina is at 981. Thanks, Gwen. And I'm trying to just go down because we've been sitting here chatting. Sorry, chat. We didn't forget about you. I was just, we're always looking to see what's going on. And I can't believe someone said, I guess, that Dave is Denisha's baby's father.
That's funny.
What?
It's
But
funny.
that's what we talk about sometimes. Like, where do some of these come? Where do they get this stuff?
Good afternoon.
So I'm watching to follow wherever you are.
That's funny.
Anthony trying to be somebody's
Oh,
stepdaddy, Carolyn.
look what nature did. She put some easy, simple fruits to eat, removes inflammation, strawberries,
Oh,
grapes,
Nature's wonderful with that. Nature for holistic
cherries.
wellness.
Yeah. And that is very good because they're easy foods to swallow and just no talking while you're taking a little break, you know.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at my time is probably like way less than yours because I'm behind. But I just want to read these couple and I'm going to ask you to step in because the my chat sisters and brothers, they're very on point. I mean, they don't just think of things to say. We have we our chats make sense. Like what you just saw from nature, that is definitely nature being nature. She
Yeah.
does that's who she is. And that's why we enjoy I think our chats together
Yeah.
because we stay focused for some reason. Maybe it's just who we are. Not that we're right all the time, but I love when they chime in with real life stuff,
Yeah.
and then I give my real life story, and so I try to let people know where my mind comes from, what my experience is with certain things, and not that it's just me, but these things do happen in life, in real life, and so I kind of try to not teach. I'm not a teacher, but let you know that these things happen
Yeah,
in
and
real life.
I don't mind the foreshadowing of the things that people say because it's just foreshadowing. They don't know. They're
I
just
think
saying
it's
something,
I think
talking to
it's
each
the
other.
anger. It's the anger more so
The
than what they
anger.
say. It's
Yeah,
the anger that they say it with. That's what troubles me.
yeah.
It really
I
does
don't like
because
when they
it's not
call her.
real.
I don't see the gold digger. But I
She's not a
hear
gold
them.
digger.
I didn't. I've not seen it. I've not seen it.
She's not because she's not a gold digger. They just make it up because they don't like her.
Oh,
They don't like her. That's why they do it. If you go on another platform, you don't see this stuff. I mean, it's not like all love, no, over there, no, but it's not as narrow. Well, I don't want to say that either, but it's just different. I don't know,
oh,
and I don't like for my spirit to get troubled by like real. It's like it's real anger, and that's concerning. Remember Shayla Stalker last year, or the year before, whenever it was. Shayla had a real life stalker. And
what?
then we had somebody on the old channel that got
Mm.
up there and called her the B word, and he said the B word out loud.
What?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
The
one
war is
journey.
going on.
Hmm. I'm not kidding you. And there's no way if somebody's on your stage that you can take it back. You can't.
Can't
It's
take it.
been said, it's out there in social media land. You never get it back. They sure did call her that right on the stage.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a lot, girl. So that's why if you ever come in here, you'll see us nature. They've all got wonderful ideas. And we're not all team Amber in here. We're team neutral now. And I've got some team Shayla people that come in and we just share and we
Yeah.
don't bash. Now, Anthony, everybody knows I don't like Anthony. But I don't like Anthony from the beginning because I think Anthony was a fraud when he came to town. That,
Everybody's that.
yeah, no. I didn't like him then.
I don't know anything about Anthony. All I know is he's always going the opposite way. And that makes you a villain when you're always on the opposite side of truth. You're a
Mm-hmm.
villain.
You're a villain. Okay. Is it okay if I read a couple of these and then I'm sure
Absolutely.
you read them so you know where to stop? But I don't
Please.
want to miss the people in the beginning because I've been on here for so long and I haven't read anybody's comments. I'm going to skip I'm going to skip the hellos because I know you're saying hello. Welcome
Yes.
in,
Hello. Yeah.
everybody. And then I'm just going to read a few and then One Journey's going to step in. But yeah, One Journey, that's what I do. I stay in tune. I know what's going on in the other chats. So thanks, Angela. I'm glad you liked the background. There's
You're
nothing on the walls or anything. They're saying welcome in One Journey. Dolly says I commented that too about the second affair within the marriage and was read and passed on. It is what it is. Just saying, yeah,
Yep.
it's the second
Yep.
affair.
Did
And
it.
One Journey, this OS one lesson Anthony. Oh, this is one lesson Anthony won't ever forget. He thinks Shayla beating him was bad. Wait till DNisha gets a hold of him. It's what Angela Atkinson is saying. So
Yes.
they all have their own ideas and thoughts, but these these people they really try to dig in deep and think about posting what they're posting. They don't just post stuff out here. And that's what I really love about the people that come to my chats. I get people from everywhere that come in here and they don't come in with they come in with thought, like they've processed something, and that's really what I like. Intelligent conversations. O'Neill once called me a conversationalist. I guess I am. But anyway, DNisha is not there to listen to his sad story. She
Oh.
made sure to tell him her bills needed to be paid. But I saw that.
Oh.
If anybody knew who she was, I guess I I thought they would know that this was who she was and what she was going to do, because that's exactly who DNisha is. And
I thought Honey Pot was out of place. Legally, she's out of place. If you don't have an NDA or those things within your contractual
oh yes,
agreement
she's out
with
of place.
someone that's an employee,
Oh yeah,
you're out of place.
we talked
You
about it.
you need to go back.
Yeah, no, she can't. But that's the thing about DNisha. She ignored her. DNisha's
Oh,
going to do what DNisha wants to do, and she's going to make it one way or the other. She didn't
yeah.
survive being a dancer in rain by a miracle. That woman is sharp. She's, I'd say she might be borderline ruthless, but we haven't seen that side of her enough. We've only seen little bits of her. But
But they're also talking about her BBL. I don't think she has a BBL.
she used to. I don't know if
Oh,
she does
I
now
don't
because I
think
haven't
there
seen
was
her
one
bottom.
there.
Yeah, she had one.
She
It was
did.
her and her crew, and they all had BBLs.
Oh.
Yeah, when they first came, Momo and Melissa and the cousin, and they all had BBLs, and that's why they were called the BBL group or
Oh.
crew. Yeah, she has one. I think I was looking today. I couldn't really tell with her robe. But anyway, so let me get to it. I'm just going to read a few. I'm so sorry, chat, but I did not forget you. The latest Ant and DNisha skit is misogynist nightmare, being that she is much smarter than Anthony. Yes, Diamond, she is 10 steps ahead of him, and I'm here for it. And she is, because she knows the game. She's a street girl. Wayne let me down. I was hoping he was going to tell Anthony to go ahead and sign the papers and let Amber go. Instead, he's talking about lobster and octopus. Trifling man, says Miss Patel. Just to piggyback on what she just said, there is a lot of concern that Wayne may leave them in this marriage and they just both go on to be cheaters.
Oh
And
no.
that's horrible thought. But I think it
Yeah.
was Trapstar that said that this morning. I hope Amber gets another job because it's ridiculous. She needs to do what Ro did and branch out to her own and do her own thing. I hope she does too. And that's one Journey and I were talking about. She has to leave in order to flourish. KW will never let her grow in a godly way, and she's a godly woman. So I wonder how much of this bothers her. And she's got a little boy, and but she's very protective of him, and they have a ritual they do, you know, the whole thing. But anyway, Wayne told Amber she will have to face the consequences, but never tell Anthony the same thing. That's in the skits. Double standards, always double standards.
Uh-huh.
And that's just kind of describing the way we live here. Angela, exactly. Wayne wants to keep writing. Okay, the suffering, True Dolly. I'm sorry, I'm just going fast through this so we can catch up. Angela's Abby. Abby simply says, Angela, that's true. Annie, we call Anthony Annie, only
Oh
spends
no.
money on people. Him and Ben. Um, it's Annie and Denny. Spends money on people that never have his best interest at heart. He is going to give DNisha everything to spite everyone and make her seem more special than Amber. Yeah, they'll do that until they write it where she turns, because he turns everybody. And Trapstar says, I agree, One Journey. I love the Power Universe. Courtney did a great job with Nemesis. Yes. And then afternoon, everyone. Let's see what else I can find really quick. Simply, it might come back to hurt him because his lawyer told him to spend in moderation. Yes, she did tell him that.
She did.
Oh, yeah. We remember the meeting from last year, One Journey. We go out, we pull in skits. I mean, that's what we do, so we can have something to stand on. We don't just pull stuff out of our brains. We go get the skits, or we remember. There are a lot of day oneers in here, but we still, even me, I make a mistake once in a while, and it's like, let me go pull the skit, see what happened. Amber, yeah, she should do it while she's in her prime. She's trying. Did y'all hear people saying Anthony going to take the restaurant from Amber? See, they make up all this stuff, and I try to, just say, be careful of what you ingest, because after my blood pressure went up last year, I
Ooh.
learned my lesson. Don't try to ingest all of this stuff. Just be careful what you do take in, because people put everything up here. And of course, he was going to tell Wayne. I'm going really fast. I noticed someone in the review softly explaining why Ant does the things he does and offer a psychological analysis as if to garner sympathy. I have no sympathy for what that man's doing. The reviewer is quick and harsh in chastising Amber. They are. They're a lot of the reviewers are just as biased. I mean, I'm biased against Anthony because I don't like cheating husbands. I don't. I don't bite my tongue. I don't like cheating fiancés. But I'm so glad she didn't cheat during the marriage, because people have a tendency to not want to separate the two. But then when you think about how many bachelor parties go on, how many men sleep with somebody before they get married? How many at bachelor parties? So the double standard is real. It happens more than we think. And I have 4 brothers. So a lot of this about the guys, I kind of know of what I speak because I'm watching them. And so DNisha is the one, but how can she be the one when that position is occupied? Okay, let me keep going. Let's see. Anthony cannot manage. He can't manage little David. Poor Dave. Dave is catching flack for no reason just because he came onto the skits to be with Amber. So that kind of stuff, that doesn't bother me. I ignore all the Dave comments. They don't even know anything about that man. But the bashing is real. That's the scary part, is that people aren't joking about what they're saying. They're serious. Dave is enemy number 2. Amber is enemy number 1 on YouTube. Mhm.
Wow.
If you go on Facebook, you'll see something totally different. It's. I think maybe the crowd is older, more experienced. I mean, I don't think those are. Some of the comments are kind of juvenile, I, for lack of a better word. But and I think that's just the newness, um, because it's like you're in two different worlds. They're not all, of course, pro Amber. That's not it. What I'm saying is they don't do this. It's not such a. This is a small space, and you've got a lot of negative energy here versus um,
Wow.
the blue platform, which is a bigger, gigantic audience from lots of places. So the thoughts are different. They're more mature, and so you don't see all of this stuff. Yeah, no. Anyway, I'm just going to read one more. Trapstar says it's getting ugly. They do need to do the attorney and divorce skits. And this was supposed to be over. This is one thing. Yeah, people flip flop everywhere. This is one thing that troubles me. That they did the same thing with the DNA for Kai. Is that they put out this 30-day. Hi, Keisha. They put out this 30-day default. It's way past 30 days for that divorce,
Wow.
and it might take up to a year. And we know that because the DNA was the same way. And then Wayne threw out that raggedy DNA test full of errors to shut down the audience. And see,
Wow.
Facebook knows that Wayne will do stuff like that. Over here, that's not known. And so once you accept that, then you can deal with it better. Not you, but just an individual. The juxtaposing the stones because they are looking to get to the next big story. So they are crossing paths. They are trying to create. So it is always a working project within itself. Absolutely. Michelle B says they label the Amber fans because we do not flip flop. And they're flip flops. So when you're not a flip flopper, they consider you a diehard. And it's not that. It's like if she ever did something that I totally was against, didn't want to be bothered, then I wouldn't be bothered with her. So it's not that we're in some kind of Pied Piper state. I think you could put that label somewhere else because there's nothing that they've shown to substantiate all of these comments. And even for some of the creators, where do they come up with this stuff? Is it just lack of, I don't know, life, missions, whatever? So that's the hard part for me. It's like just all of this making up and then telling chat people you're wrong and basically stop talking. That's what troubles me. Anyway,
Wow.
please read One Journey. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to go further with it, but that's what's going on over here. Out.
You want to drink some water while I read and
I
you can
do.
hydrate?
Yeah.
Okay. What's
I'm
the
dry.
timestamp?
Wherever you want. What time are you at?
I'll start at the bottom. Hi, Amy girl. Nature, the Daltons fans are so mad today, but they are harder on Amber than anyone. Why are they mad today? Why?
They don't like Amber. They're mad because Anthony messed up. The knight in shining armor started a new affair. So what they do, they don't focus on what Anthony is doing. They transfer their anger back to Amber because they don't want to undo the whitewashing they've done of the Anthony character. That's what they do. So they go back to Amber. They don't want to look at the dirt over here that Anthony's doing. That's how it works.
Here goes Carolyn Brown. She says, drink your water. Anthony is double-minded. Wasn't Shayla the one a few weeks ago? Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
4 weeks ago.
Dolly says the Dolphin storylines are driving the viewers. Yeah, they are. They're driving the views. Yes. And here is Dolly again. FB call, then Amber Nights.
Amber Nights, yeah.
Mhm. Here is
Nights, yeah.
here's I think it's Amanita, and she said
Aminata.
30 days default was if Anthony's lawyer didn't respond, but his lawyer responded to Amber's lawyer, so the 30-day won't count. Correct. That's why she gave
Mm,
him the idea to stall the divorce.
mm,
Yes.
mhm.
But recently, here's Nature. Recently, Amber said in the skit, "We are the Daltons, but I'm Amber Ty." All right, she sure did. I was a clue. It was a clue to me, in my opinion, that there may be a separation of Amber from the Daltons,
Bingo.
and that's okay too.
That's what we look for. Are they going to do a new storyline? Maybe add another storyline.
Right, we're not mad. I'm
We
not
ain't
mad
mad
at
at it.
all.
No, I've been screaming for a new storyline. Give us a
Yeah,
new
because now
storyline.
now Anthony's happy. Now he'll sign the papers. So let's move.
Yeah.
Anger gets paid for being hated. Okay, Dolly, you might be right. Check, check.
No, check. Yeah, you're right, Dolly. Amber gets paid for being hated.
Yes.
Yeah,
Here's Carolyn Brown. Nature. I think because the Daltons has the biggest storyline.
it
It is.
is.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely an engine.
That's the
Diamond.
that's
Diamond
the
says. Diamond.
that's the flagship.
Yes, Diamond ending in 6816 says, Miriam, even the picture in the thumbnail looks like Ant was practicing his gloating smile for Amber. I know. Hi,
Yeah,
hi, hi. Hi.
girl, we pick up stuff, but we try to pick up real things that we see and that we hear.
Yeah,
We don't just make up these things. We watch
yeah,
and we pick it up. And I'm so blessed and to have these types of subscribers on my channel. We actually try to think and look for things in the skits, and we'll talk about it. Yeah,
Well, I
we
mean, you
do.
guys are part of the detective crew, not my channel. We just playing.
I
But
know.
but you
I'm not
guys
a
are
part of
part
that
of
crew.
the
I'm not a part of that crew. But thank you.
when I said skit detective, I'm not leaving it just to
Oh, you're just talking in general.
yeah, skit
I guess
detective
we are.
period. Uh, yeah. Oh, come on, this channel, please. You want answers? Come over here. But
Oh,
no, I'm not talking about originally when I mentioned the 3-0. There's
oh.
lots of channels that are doing deep detective dives. So
Hmm.
is Riri. Her channel
Yeah, I
goes
know. I work with Riri a
yeah, so
lot.
she does the deep detective dive too. Me, I don't care. We just gonna talk. That's it.
I like that one journey. One journey said we're just gonna talk.
Well, because I don't know the answers, and when I'm watching on the Country Wayne side, and I go down into the comments, everybody everywhere. I'm like, are we
They
watch?
are.
Are we
Yeah.
are we watching the same thing?
That's
Here goes.
why. Yeah, that's why one journey. The one thing I won't do is look at the comments over there or other reviewers' stuff before I do my own stuff.
Yeah, do your stuff first.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Here's Carolyn. I'm here to say I don't care what Anthony does with DNisha. He needs to sign the papers. That's what
Sign the
Carolyn Brown
papers.
says. Hey, we're right there with you. That's why I'm happy that DNisha is there. He can get distracted, sign the papers, and move on. Go ahead and call his lawyer, give the percentage, and have
Hmm.
her present the offer to Amber, and the day is done. Then go off into the sunset with DNisha and wait
Hmm.
for Shayla to say, Anthony, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I love
Okay,
that one journey.
here goes
I
B
love that.
baby ending in 9415. A man will call his enemy and tell him, I know, and have not signed them divorce papers
Yeah.
where wearing that ring when you are with another woman. Very triggering. Baby, you not
Right,
lying.
baby.
Let me tell you something. She's at timestamp one, I'm not quite sure, 1:25 p.m.
Okay.
And you're absolutely correct. I had done.
Mhm.
I'm gonna redo a presentation I did, but my audio was out sync and I couldn't get it back in sync, so I took it down. But I'm gonna redo it today. And
Okay.
let's see. But going back to what Baby said, I said the same thing. The man that you're talking to, how dare you call the man that was sleeping with your wife before your marriage come talking about, you're
Of
always there for
course.
me. Are you out of
Wayne
your cotton
Anthony.
picking mind?
Wayne
He's
and
not your
Anthony.
friend.
Yep.
And I'm like, how could you be so lost? He's not your friend.
No, he's
And
not.
then you had the man insult your wife again, talking about he's marketing the business and also poking her, and you said nothing.
Yeah, that's a problem we have with the Anthony character. And then on
Wow.
top of that, just wait until they go to Dave's house for the party,
Oh
and
man.
then they meet Dave, number one, and number two, they think he's just a restaurant. Whatever
Correct.
it was called. They don't know that he's a
Correct.
multimillionaire.
Yeah.
And so the thing is,
Wow.
how will Wayne and Anthony respond to Dave?
Right.
Because
Right.
they think he's some peon.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that's part of the conversation.
And women,
What are they going to think?
right? Women in the workplace, or career women. I think everybody has a career. I don't care where you work. You
Yeah, I
have to work.
agree.
You have to learn whatever you're doing. They tend to meet men with a certain caliber,
Right.
regardless. And guess
Exactly.
what? It gets repeated to the point you're like, wait a minute, are they talking? Are they sharing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
they come in as a drive-by. That's how I see Melissa. She was just a drive-by
Yeah.
when he needed it. Right. It wasn't, she never got the heart. She never got
No.
certain things. Going back to the chat, and here is Dolly 1188. She says,
Can I interject one thing here?
"Oh, absolutely,
Based on what you just said, there was a innocent comment about how Shayla didn't get what DNisha got, and I understand it because Shayla didn't get courted. Shayla
right,
and Anthony fell into each other. However, they
right,
managed to do that, where
no course,
DNisha got courted, which is why she got the things that she got. So that was something, and that hadn't really crossed my mind, even though you may know it. But when my sister Eklund said that, I thought, oh, because that's not something I would have picked up on. But Shayla didn't get courted,
right."
and DNisha did. So that's all I was going to say. But I liked her comment because she was like, well, why? I just thought that was a good observation on a young lady's part.
And that's where I see Anthony as he's going to be a good criminal, and
Mhm.
Nisha, and they're both criminals. They both are familiar with the dark zone, and they don't have a problem with it.
No, they don't.
Anthony has a problem with Amber trying to be level and balanced and
He
honest.
does. He doesn't like
He's
that.
like, "Oh, I don't have any of those qualities." Of course not, sir. You're
He
on the dark
made it a
side.
point to tell her
Yeah,
that he had some jealousy
yeah,
toward her a while back, but it had to do with the business side. But
yeah,
he did specify the fact that he felt
yeah,
some jealousy, and when
yeah.
your man feels some jealousy, you need to keep an eye on him about anything, because life will teach you that might turn out to be less healthy than you think.
Wow. Here's Alexia. I think it's
Alexis,
ALEXI. Yes,
Alexa,
Alexis. She said Shell is going to hit Denisha in the face real soon. She won't even be able to. Shayla won't even be able to get close to Denisha.
who said that? Alexis,
Uh-huh. Because Denisha, she knows how to defend herself. Um,
Alexis,
I know, right? Um,
Alexis cracks me up.
Yes. So here is Dolly again. She says Amber's character should be allowed to grow past the controlled wife era. I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah,
We
it should.
agree. We want a character
We
just like
want to
Mike.
see that.
Mike, 50 years old, with the big belly doing jump in bed. Come on.
Yeah,
That's
exactly,
gross.
One Journey.
Gross.
Exactly.
Yes, and here's Nancy, catcher, 6327. She says
Oh, Nancy
they
B? Nancy
Yeah,
B.
Nancy B, thank you.
Hmm.
She says, Natasha, he said, they've turned
Yeah.
Natasha, they made me. They made me. They turned Natasha. Well, you know what? They have made her look like vomit.
Yes.
And she was, I wish she had taken the place of Brittany, the power attorney. And I really want her and Kendrick to build again. But they're pumping everybody in town except each other.
And see, that's the problem with the skits. And that's the problem with people seeing these things around the world that
Around the
a
world.
lot
Yeah.
of us have, is
Yeah.
that this is how we're being viewed. And I mean, that's more on the realistic side. So I tend to go there, but then I try not to go there because I don't want to, go get political or, you know what I mean? I just stay away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay over here and
Yeah.
just pay attention to the skits and,
Yes.
and don't take it on. But
Yes.
when people say things to you, like, why are you people like that? Like they think the skits are how we really are. That's not a good feeling.
No.
Yeah.
It is.
So,
So we
mm-mm.
keep saying entertainment, entertainment. It's just entertainment,
Entertainment.
it's just a skit, so that people that are watching, maybe they'll read the chat, but we don't know.
I wonder if I should change this from comedy to entertainment. What do you think? It's supposed to be comedy series, and I leave it at that. But there's
I
not
don't
much
know.
comedy anymore. It used to be a long time ago, but not
Um,
anymore.
keep assessing what you want to do with your channel. Remember, this is like a home. So your home has more than one thing going on. Yes, there's a consistent flow, but you're doing more than one thing. Um,
Hmm.
and your IRL in real life is can be so many things.
Yes,
I'm gonna take my hair down. People have never seen me with my real hair down, but at some point, I'm gonna be ready and I'm gonna take my hair down. So
okay.
I'm just saying,
Not that it matters to me. I love you. I think you're beautiful.
I like my wigs.
I,
And, you know, here goes Marion West. She says, I was hoping Wayne would have said, go to the lawyer and end the marriage in the car. I totally agree. He
yes,
should have said that. But yet he wants to call Amber names. That was so repulsive. How
yes.
dare you say, he's managing her marketing and poking her.
I know. Wasn't that gross?
That
And
was
see,
real
those
that
are the
was
things
really
that,
gross.
yeah.
But you know what it teach women? This is how men talk about you. Watch what you do because this is how they talk about you when you're
Say
not
it
around.
louder to the back of the room, One Journey. Say
Yes.
it to the back of the room.
You
That
have
bro
to be
code,
careful.
say it
Because,
again, girl.
yeah, because they like to play and then go tell their friends, look what I've played with.
Look what I did. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you finished playing with that? I can have it
I
now.
can have it now.
And
Yes.
the rappers do that. A rapper leaves, another rapper comes in. She
Yep.
doesn't even have a month to clean herself out before another one's knocking at her door. And she says, okay, because he has the money.
I know it.
And he
See,
can
One
continue
Journey, that's
to.
why I'm surprised you don't come over and visit me more. Because I think we just try to we try to stay level minded,
Yeah.
and it's like, where's One Journey? And it's like, I don't know where she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it when you come over because you are focused and you keep balance, and I like that. And sometimes I need balance as a reviewer. I don't want to get skewed. I don't want to, like, I don't dislike Denisha. I like the Denisha character,
I like her.
her flaws and all. I like her. I always
I,
have liked her
what I
because
like
at
about
least she
country,
stands on
right?
what she does and what she
ex-
believes.
Exactly. Exactly. I like the crime stories. I like the industry stories of trying to get the music together. It's horrible. It's horrible, but they're trying.
Careful with the crime stories. I was watching something and I was on YouTube and I'm always researching and looking up
Right.
stuff. And I ran into this one thing. There was
Mm,
this person that used to post crime stories,
okay.
and it turned out that the person was making up all these crime stories. The
Wow.
people were posting it. They thought these things were real. And this
Wow.
one guy got arrested. And the crime never happened. A
Ever
guy
happened.
got arrested one journey, and I immediately
That's
thought about
good.
you and the crime stories.
That's good. No, no, no. I'm on FBI and CIA. No, 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 no. I have
Okay.
access to go in. No, no, no,
I
no.
just want to let you
Yeah,
know that that
yeah.
was,
Plus,
and
I
I
don't do
thought,
it anymore because it's too depressing. So
oh,
I
yeah.
will do it through the game. But the crime stories that I was actually talking about was inside Country Wayne skit. The crime families in that, you know.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I figured that part.
right. Yeah,
But
I like them. I like the J Diva, even
yeah,
though she's wacky right now.
I like when she
Um,
was diva.
I like yeah, I like the crime stories. I think that I'm looking forward to them developing it more like Power. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Really putting it together correctly so you can follow what is happening in that world.
Hmm.
The Bible says the wheat and the tare grow together.
They
So
grow
we don't
together.
grow separate. We grow together. The good and the bad, we grow
Yes.
together. But to have a good harvest, you're going to have to pull out, you have to separate, you
Yeah.
know?
That's how I grew. That's how I reared my children. You've got to
R-
pluck the weeds,
Yes.
and you let them grow, and you pluck the weeds some more, and you let them grow, and
Yeah.
hopefully you'll come up with a good plant.
That is absolutely correct. Here's Dolly. Dolly said, ads get away with too much. Anthony gets away with too much and now playing victim. That's okay. We can't
Yeah,
wait till Nisha teach him. Teach him,
we're
girl.
gonna teach you too.
Hmm.
And I don't think people really remembered how what DNisha was really like because she was that calm, cool, sit back and watch the
Yeah.
room type.
It was like a
Uh,
madam.
she
Yeah.
wasn't exactly, and I don't think a lot of people recognize what she was,
Yeah.
and so that's why we're not surprised over here, but a lot of people were surprised, like, what? Yeah. As soon as I saw her, I knew what was coming one journey. I knew what was coming. But
Yeah.
I'm, but I do try to look at, is there some positivity? I mean, is Anthony, I honestly think that she is going to be a part of his wrath. I think this is
Wow.
part of what he is going to get because remember, he hasn't repented. He hasn't
No.
received any kind of punishment or anything. And
Correct.
eventually people do get punishment in the skits somehow,
That's
some
correct.
form. But Anthony hasn't. Shayla's got some soft smacks, just little soft ones. But
Yeah.
for what they did to this marriage,
Yeah.
Anthony is the one who is going to get the worst, I do believe. And then, and then there's a baby. That's a mama's baby, papa's maybe. So anyway, please continue if you want. And
Here
yes,
I'm at
losing your voice.
1:21 PM and it's Vanetta Chapman. She said, "Yep." And here is Nancy says that BBL, and I don't know. It looks square, so I didn't look like a BBL to me because she looks like a.
Oh,
The
she did have one.
Yeah,
I don't know if she does now, but yeah,
I
she
don't know.
absolutely did. But she didn't have a big one. She
Yeah, the
had
guys,
one that was
she a
proportional
little
to her
one.
body.
Yeah, the guys are all talking about that. I don't know. Here is Marion West. She says people are still trying to find the fault in Dave with the hope of hurting Amber. Dave already told Amber he's got her and he's not going anywhere. Marion West, yes, but the mystery is still present.
Yep.
So we need some things unfolded. Yes,
Yes,
you're
we
right.
do.
Saying it and doing it is something else. So we're gonna see. Honeypot was definitely, oh my God, was she? Uh, Amina,
Aminata.
Aminata, thanks for the correction. Honeypot was definitely out of place. She was cheering Shayla on when she was with the same married man.
Exactly.
Hello.
That's what
It's,
yeah, that's what
yes,
she did.
yes. but yet she wants to put a she wants to stab
Denisha?
Denisha. Yeah, stop it.
Yes.
Yes, I don't know. Here's a, I know.
See, you come over here, you get a whole different perspective.
Yes, yes. Here's Nancy. Nancy says Denisha put Shayla in her place. She did. I remember when she did that when Shayla came to the facility and thought she could just walk through the dance studio without stopping at the front desk. Yeah.
Yes.
Here's Nature. Marion West only how Denisha may get a glimpse of or close up of Kai if she happens to be at the Dalton mansion.
That's true.
Well,
How else
transition
is
is
he gonna get
coming.
this? Unless he takes her to he meets her at the park or something. But
Correct. And
he better not take that girl to the mansion and Amber comes home.
well, I don't think the law is you can't really have people there. You can't entertain there.
No, you can't.
Yeah. But he might drive by with her and run inside.
That's true, like he did with Shayla. Remember
Right.
when he parked the car when they were separated? He took Shayla, she stayed in the car because he
Correct.
didn't have enough sense not to take Shayla to the house. And
Correct.
Shayla went inside the house anyway.
Yes, I remember that.
So things like that we keep in mind also because the writers tend to repeat things and it triggers an old memory.
Yeah. Here goes Carol. She says, look, Anthony bought this on himself. He said he'll never be alone because because women will always want something from him. He told Shayla basically he can pay to play because of his money. Ignorance.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. The thing is that, sir, you will be alone paying forever. Yeah. Paying forever. And you won't even know who's in the room. You won't
Exactly.
know. Yeah. Here is Nature. She says, Marion West. Good question, Miriam. He knows Shayla doesn't play that. She is not going to like Kai with Denisha. They don't like one another. It doesn't matter what Shayla wants. Later for him, Anthony. Let Anthony get all the wrath, everything.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't gotten anything yet, seeing that's the deal. So what
Here,
do? Put him with one of the worst women, or one of the most shrewd women.
shrewd, yes, shrewd.
Shrewd. Yeah.
hmm Here's Nancy. She says he's got his wedding ring on.
Yep.
He won't take it off until he'll remove it after he thinks he has a future with Denisha.
Yes,
Let
and
me
he
tell you something.
concedes. Yes.
Marriage is honorable and the bed is undefiled. That's what the scripture says. So marriage comes with a high honor, and God says he gives you double honor when you marry.
Mhm.
So rich people, they're going to marry because they want that double honor. Okay, so it comes with a lot of perks. It's not just okay, I'm married. You get perks, baby. You get tax perks, all kinds of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, Anthony wants and also people respect you more because you honor commitment. So Anthony wants to have that look. He doesn't want to be walking around with someone and she doesn't have a ring, so he just fakes it and gives her a ring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Remember,
did you see the power move by her?
yes. Yes.
When she gave the ring back, that was a
Yeah.
power move.
Yes, it
It's
was. It
like
was powerful.
it was power. It was power. She
Yeah.
knows what she's doing.
Yes.
When the date was over, or pretend to be together, his ring, my ring, she gave him the ring back. In other words, okay, we went through what you wanted to do. You wanted to present as a couple.
Yes.
We did it. Now here's your ring back.
Yes.
The
Yes.
girl she's no joke.
Yes. Yes. She's not sleeping and blind like Amber. She's not.
No,
Because
and that's what the problem with Amber.
yeah.
She wears rose-colored glasses because she wants to see the world as
Yeah.
a beautiful place, which
Yeah.
it is not. And we recognize that.
Yeah.
So, there are people who walk around like that. That's a flaw of the Amber character.
Yeah. Yeah. And we all have our strengths and our weaknesses.
Yes, we
And
do.
it's just how it is. Here's Marion West. She says they count the vow renewals start the marriage over. I don't agree with that. She says, yeah, oh yeah, that's true. That's law. Yes, Marion, that's the law. You're absolutely correct. You do a vow renewal, it's new. Yeah, it means you consent to everything prior. So when someone wants to do a 1 and 2 and 3, you're abusive with that. No,
Mhm.
because you go back to doing the same thing, and Amber told him that you haven't changed. You repeat the same pattern over and over again, um, and he hasn't. Yeah, so now she's smart. She's not doing no more vowel removals. No,
No.
no. And here is Baby. She says, Dolly, that is why I can't watch the skits with Anthony. It is so triggering for me. His character triggers me. I understand. I understand, baby. Okay, here we go. Marion West. Why didn't Anthony tell DNisha to meet her son? I don't know. We're all curious about what is that about. Maybe he wants to size up the child and see, can I take this child on, or will this child give me trouble? We don't know.
One journey I'm wondering, and I have nothing to base this on, because he's so determined to meet her son.
He really
Do you think that I'm wondering? I'm not putting it out there.
is.
I'm wondering, is it because it may remind him of him and his mom? Because his mom was
Oh,
single, or
you're
the
right.
dad wasn't there.
You're
Is
right.
that something that could possibly be the reason he wants to meet
Now
Denisha's
that's a
son?
match. That thought is definitely a match.
Yeah. I mean, this is a thought, because he's
Yeah.
determined to help her with that child. He
Yes.
wants to meet her child.
Yes. And here is Marion West. She says, what Anthony to I want Anthony to go to his lawyer for mediation since DNisha is the one for him now. Yeah, get going, Anthony.
Get going, Anthony.
Yes.
Get going.
Here
What
is
we don't want to see is what Trapstar said, and that's they stay together. They still live in that house, and both of them go their separate ways and have
wow.
affairs. We
Yeah, we
don't
don't
want to see that. We
know.
really don't,
That's
because
dysfunction.
as a married woman, that bothers me, and I try not to let that, you
Yeah.
know,
I'm not doing that.
to do that. But just think, if Wayne decides to write it that way,
Mm,
unless he wants a mass exodus, I think he needs to do some cleanup duty.
yeah.
Because last year there was a mass exodus. Remember when his subscribers dropped tremendously? Do you remember that at all?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Here's Diamond at 1:17 p.m. She says, maybe viewers that dismiss the verbal abuse could be perpetuatory perpetrators. Paper
Or perpetrators?
perpetrators, yes.
Maybe they are. Maybe they don't see anything with
Yeah.
abuse.
Did you hear me sound that out?
I did. I heard you. I was looking
That's
for the
funny.
comment. Probably
It's
perpetrators.
what it's 1:17 p.m. But I think you're right, because one thing about evil, evil does its homework. One thing about evil, evil does surveillance. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And one thing about evil, they're gonna find out, can I manipulate this woman or not?
Yes.
Can I get her money? They're
Yes.
just weird, evil. But yeah, go ahead, meet the child. We want you to meet the child. We want you to be happy, and we want you to sign the papers.
And we
Yeah,
want you to sign the papers.
that's correct.
Yes, we
Now,
want him to
I
sign
want
the
I want
papers.
Nisha to stir him and give him the yes, go sign the papers.
Hmm. That's what I was hoping for
Because
too.
today she said to me, "Don't play with me."
I know. I'm telling you, she is no joke. Don't
Yeah,
play with me.
yeah.
Mm. And
Here,
I think this is just what Anthony needs.
yeah, here's Venita. I need Anne to let Amber go. He has done enough to this woman.
Yeah.
Her faith has been tested, true. I want her safe. Although the scene can be triggering, but hopefully it helps someone in the same position. That's correct.
Yes.
Physical abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse,
Mm-hmm.
um, not showing any
Yeah.
non-affection. He was gone for 7 months, no affections, no call. He just shows up for his mail.
Mm-hmm. We have these discussions over here, One Journey, and
Yes.
we don't try to whitewash it or when
Yeah.
Amber does something bad, we get her. Anthony
Yeah.
does something bad, we get him. Shayla,
Well,
I even compliment Shayla when she does something good.
yeah. I think that's what maturity is. Maturity isn't jumping over it or not being accountable. Maturity is, I did it.
I
Yeah.
own it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite line. Ask them.
Yeah.
My
I did
favorite
it. I own
line, if you do it, you own it.
You
You
own
got
it.
to clean up that mess. That's your garbage to clean up. Don't try like Melissa. Don't try to pass it on like it
Woo!
belongs to somebody else. That's yours. You own it.
Yeah. But I actually really think that Danielle, the only reason why she told Ben, she wanted his attention. She wanted his affection. So she used somebody else's pain
They
to,
do.
yeah, use somebody else's pain to get her
Mhm.
husband to pay her attention. And then it backfires.
Yes.
And
And
here,
One Journey, I've been that's what they do. There are
yeah,
couples who will
yes,
do that because they're so miserable that they
correct,
will use somebody else's misery to
correct,
make them feel better. And that's
correct.
what Ben and Danielle do. So they
That is
sit there,
correct,
they can hate each other, but they will sit there and gossip about somebody else
correct.
so that they don't feel so bad.
Correct. And that's how they butter their bread. That's right.
Yes.
You're absolutely correct. Here's Nature again. She says, yes, the comment sections under the skits on YouTube can be off the chain. It can be too harsh. Wow. And be troubling, even if it is a roast.
Yes.
Some of them come from Wayne's cosmetic beginnings. Oh,
That's true.
okay.
That's a good point. Who said that, Vanetta? Who
Oh,
said
let's
that?
see. One moment. Go back. It is
That's true.
it
That's
is
absolutely
nature
true.
for a holistic. That said
Thank
it.
you, nature.
Yes. She said the comment sections under the skits on YouTube can be off the chain. It can be too harsh and be troubling. Even if it is a roast, some of them come from Wayne's comedic beginnings.
Yes. I
Yeah.
like that. Thank
They're tough
you.
and they cuss a lot too.
Yes, they do.
They sure cuss a lot.
They curse a
Ooh,
lot.
yeah, they do.
They'll drop a F bomb in a minute.
Yes.
But they are from the old school, the
Yeah.
old the earlier skits. They've been following him for since the
Right.
beginning.
Right. And Marion West, I don't know why Wayne is behaving like this, but here at 1:16 p.m., she said, so Wayne gave Anthony his blessing, but told Amber to be ready for the consequences. What is this attack? They're
It's
both
double standard,
attacking her.
girl. That's the double standard that I think Wayne is always highlighting. Um, I think that I think that in a lot of cases, Wayne is trying to show reality, but sometimes he goes overboard. But that is a part of the double standard,
Yeah.
and I do see that quite often he does show things that are double standards.
Yeah. And here's Dolly talking with a health tip. And she says, agree, nature, all berries are anti-inflammatory.
Yes, they are.
I like helping others, says nature.
Yeah,
Cool.
she does. I like nature. I mean, she's very positive and she's very much into holistic
Yes.
wellness.
Here's DNisha. She says, baby father is someone else, I think. There is no suggestion of Dave in the skits to have a child as of yet because we are still learning about his character.
We
You're
don't know
right.
nothing about him.
And he told Amber that. He said to her, look, if I was dropping kids, they'd be all over here.
They'd be all over. Yeah,
So
exactly.
he does take precautions. That's how I read it when she told him in the backyard, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I got a purple outfit for the backyard, all purple. I'll be smoking too." When I say smoking, I don't mean cigarette or things like
I
that.
know what you
I just mean
mean.
I'm gonna be hot because
You're gonna be hot.
I
I
got
know
me a
what
little
you
purple
mean, girl.
costume. Okay, I got me a little purple costume.
I know what you mean.
Yes. So Anthony was called his daddy. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, Nancy. Anthony has to call his daddy Wayne. You're absolutely. That shocks
Oh
me
yeah.
because there's no way. What are you? Who does that?
Anthony and Wayne.
They don't like
They
that girl. They don't like her. They do
um
not
I
like
think
Amber.
Wayne is still in love with Amber. Amber is the one that he never claimed as his girlfriend, but why he's
Bother.
triggered by Amber if Amber is special to him, to
Mhm.
Wayne. If you've ever watched them, and as soon as Anthony came home, Wayne got in that marriage and he
Mhm.
started doing things like making that song and just
Yeah.
anything he could do to disrupt it because she for him is the one that got away. Would he marry Amber? Probably not. But
Mm,
Amber walked away from him and got married to somebody else.
mm,
And
mm,
that's what that song is about. He let another man break her heart.
mm, mm, mm.
That's the song that he had written by Anthony Q for
I
Anthony
remember.
Q. Hmm. And he
Here goes.
still has love. And did you see the scene where they were talking and Wayne asked Amber, "Is that special place in your heart? Am I
Mhm.
still there?" And Amber said no. And that's when Wayne knew whoever she's messing with
Yeah.
has got her attention.
Wow.
Did you see that? They were on a little
Yeah,
walkway
I
at
did see
Wayne's
that.
house.
Yes, I
That's
did
what they
see
were
that.
talking about.
Yeah, I
Am I
remember.
still in your heart? And she said, no.
Wow. That's powerful.
It is.
Yeah. Here's Marion West at 1:14 p.m. She says, I saw someone say Dave was D Mid's has brother. I'm not quite sure if I read that right.
Is
D-
whose brother?
it
What,
says,
Marion?
Marion says,
Dave was
1:14
Ned
p.m.
has brother.
I saw someone say Dave was, oh, D's.
Oh, D.
D.
No, Dave is a ball player. In real life, he's an ex-ball player for the Supersonics.
Oh,
I
man.
did look him up also. But Magnolia did some checking and one other person. And yeah, we found out who Dave was.
Okay.
He used to play for the Seattle Supersonics basketball team.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
retired, like Amon.
All right. So we got to call you guys the investigation team here. Since you don't like the detectives, we'll
I
call you
like
guys
investigation
the
team.
investigators. Yeah, the PIs over
The
here.
PIs. Yeah, I like
So
that.
look
But
at PI.
they found Dave's dad on Facebook. His name
What?
is Dave Bell,
What?
and he played for the Supersonics. And that girl Melissa, she had in her phone when
Uh-huh.
she was looking at Dave, he was
Mhm.
in his basketball suit. His basketball
Mm,
outfit. It's black with pinstripes, and she had that
mm,
in her phone.
mm, mm, mm. Well, I want to tell you that I had a great time with you, but I'm getting tired.
Okay, and so am
And
I.
Nanya,
And where
you
are
know that
you? Where are
you know
you?
I was in the hospital.
No.
I put in your checks. I had an allergic reaction last Thursday on medication, and my throat locked. And
Oh no.
yeah, at 3 in the morning, and I felt it, and we left out of here like fast. I didn't know. When I got to the hospital, um, all I was just rushed in with doctors. You know what I mean?
130 real? I
Um,
didn't know.
yeah, happened last Thursday. And
I'm
so I'm
sorry.
on new medication, new whatever, whatever. But it seems like every time I'm moving, just like how you had the forward, backward, I'm doing
Uh-huh.
that. You know, I've been streaming for over 3 years. I know how to use the system. But I've never streamed on YouTube. I've only streamed on the other streaming platforms.
Right.
But when I try to merge them, and I should be able to. It will work one time, then it won't work again.
Oh,
But
really?
StreamYard, you cannot game on StreamYard.
Not
Uh,
at all. No,
no, it's not a gaming platform. So
no,
you
it's
have
not.
to use a gaming platform that has everything that StreamYard has. I've had StreamYard for
Mm.
over 3 years as well. So I understand it. But it can't be, I can't give up. I have to merge everything so the channel is uniquely moving along. Now, when my gamers are not coming over to YouTube, they're on Twitch and I'm on there with them.
I
So I
know.
can see
Yeah.
them here. Yeah, exactly. But thank you guys for being very patient with me, very kind with me. I appreciate it so
Oh
much.
no, we appreciate your
Yeah.
visit. I'm very
Yeah.
happy that you know I really want some of my people to come up, some of my followers, but they won't come up to talk to me because
No, they're not gonna come up. It's
I
very
love them so much.
it's very I understand it.
It's daunting.
That's why I told you to get Discord, because they have more privacy and more control. Once they have a Discord app and you have a Discord app, you simply they go into Discord, they
Yeah.
join your Discord, and then they go to your chat channel, and then they can chat from there.
Okay. I
But you
mean,
don't want,
I still have my email, but I think
yeah,
I'm still
because that's what I tell everybody on YouTube sides. Hey, like on Twitch and the other platforms, we know we talk to each other with Discord.
I know
So,
I saw you.
so this
And
way they're
somebody
on.
did ask me about it in the chat. So I told them
Yeah.
you did send me the email with the information.
Yeah, I
It's
did
just
send
that
it, yeah.
I
And it's an
do
easy
need them.
registration. All you do is email, verify the email, and then you go in there and you open your chat channel, and that's it. It's done. That's it. It's done. Um,
Okay.
anyway, but I'll walk you through one day,
Okay. That sounds
and we'll
good.
go
One
from there.
journey.
But yeah, so I'm
Thank
recovering,
you.
and I still look like a cherub. You know how those blood pressure things can make you look bloated,
You still, yeah.
like a balloon?
I
So I
looked like
saw
that the other
myself.
day. I was
Yeah,
swollen.
yeah, all swollen. It's not good. It's a sign. You have to be, like the doctor says, you have to follow that sign. You see that bloated baby look? Not
Yes.
good.
I had it not too long ago, but I didn't know you got sick. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I did.
I
First
didn't
time in my
know.
life I was ever hospitalized, except when I had my children. But first time in my life. Whew.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, because I got to go and do some videos and post today because I got to catch up. Yeah. But listen, Buttercups, thank you very much for your patience. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me when you do see me go live or whatever. You always come through, and I definitely need you. Oh, I need some subscribers. I only have
Oh, okay.
168, something like that.
Oh, maybe my chat, my tea sippers.
Yeah,
Guys, can we help One Journey out? Would you
yeah,
subscribe to our channel,
I
please?
I'm
Let's
trying to
get
figure
some.
out how much I have. I'm looking at it now. I think it's like 168.
Oh, and you are your
163.
your channel does say YouTube now, by the way,
I
because it
know.
used to have the One Journey World thing on
I don't
your
It had HTTP blah blah blah.
yeah, it did. It
I
used
don't
to.
know where that came from though.
It
I
used
don't.
that's what was on there like last year, like when I first
Right.
or the year before when I first
Yeah, you
got
made me
on your
aware of
channel.
that. You made
Uh-huh.
me aware of that.
Now it
I
says
didn't
YouTube.
know.
Now it
Yeah,
says
now
YouTube.
it says YouTube.
Yes.
You're absolutely correct.
I
Yeah,
checked it.
now it says YouTube.
See, I got your back.
Yeah, I think so. But when I was in the hospital, I
Oh,
still did my shorts. I just put up a picture of me behind it because the shorts on my iPhone has changed. It wants you to have to do this, that. It's not like simple anymore.
are
Have you-
are you monetized yet? Is that why?
No, no,
Because I'm
maybe that's
not.
why. Yeah, it's
No,
asking me
I don't have that.
yeah, it's asking me to do to choose a background, a green screen, all this kind of madness.
Oh,
Um,
mine is on the picture. I use those. That's how I got my face in there. So
Yeah, it's
that's how
doing
you
all
get your
those.
face.
Before it didn't do that. Before you can just go and, you know, choose 15 seconds and
Well, how do you go in to do it? I know you have to leave. But do you do a screenshot? Do you do a screen record or
no,
no?
I go to Wayne's channel and I click the remix. And the remix is a
Oh, you
forward
use
arrow.
Remix.
Remix.
Oh, I've never used Remix. I just
Oh.
do a screen. I run it and I do a screen recording and I save it. And
Oh.
then you go to your photos and then you
Oh.
pull it in and then you can crop it where you
You
want
can
it.
crop it from the photo?
Let me not give away my secrets, but
My apologies. Email it. It's fine.
no, that's what you do.
Yeah, email it. That's fine.
I don't want to say it into
I
the
understand because boy, people have been having fun. Yeah,
yeah. I'll tell you to do it.
I won't.
I told
All right.
you.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say good night, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Everybody, please follow One Journey if you will. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
If you want
my
to.
whole chat
Please
might have
do.
left me by now. Is there
Yeah.
anybody still here with me? Because we didn't interact a lot today.
But we learned a lot.
But we did learn a lot. One Journey, please put your link in the chat. Vanetta is asking you.
Okay.
So what is it? Is it?
I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Almost there. Not there yet.
Okay, Vanetta, she's doing it now. Please join her. She's got a really awesome channel. Hi, Michelle B. They're asking you for your channel.
Almost there. One moment.
Okay. Angela Atkinson.
Yeah, I think there's three of us that four of us that have channels. Right?
Oh, Angela Atkinson says she's coming to give you 2 subscriptions.
Oh, thank you. So sweet.
And Simply, oh, that's so. These are wonderful.
Yeah,
they're wonderful people.
You
I
guys
really like
investigate
them.
over here. You're the PIs.
Please
So.
follow One Journey and help her get her YouTube started.
Yes.
She is new and
I am.
She's got a really awesome channel. So let's help her if you would. You guys, they help me so much. They encourage me.
Yes.
They interact. We interact. They are wonderful.
Yes.
They give me encouragement. Or if I'm sick, it's like it's like a sisterhood.
Yes.
It's so
a real family. A real family.
It's powerful. It's powerful. It's a wonderful feeling, One Journey.
Yes.
To have them. It is.
Until we meet again, guys.
Okay, One Journey. Blessings to you.
Don't straighten out Anthony.
Oh yeah, we got him.
Okay.
Okay. Is it bye, One Journey? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stop by whenever you feel like it, please.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, my sis. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being so patient. And please do. One Journey's awesome. And you can see all the junk in my room, huh? In my office. I see a lamp back there. I didn't mean to leave you guys. I really didn't. Oh my gosh, I missed you. Marion said that was last year, One Journey. This is Antoinette. And hi, Abby. They say all this stuff about Dave because they don't think Amber deserves any happiness. And I hope you guys heard our conversation because it is totally different on the other. Oh, thank you guys for subscribing on the other platform. It's just something about this platform. I just, and that's why I say buckle up because we're going to hear it. So I stay in my little bubble, which is here for the most part. I can go on, the other platform over there, but I stay here and, I try to just be with you guys, because it's not that we side on everything. It's just that I think we are more realistic and we don't just throw things out in the universe. And I didn't even comb my hair. Look at me. I'm sorry. I'm not a very good representative this morning. I woke up at 4:45 a.m., got up, made a short and 2 videos. I did. Thank you, One Journey. I pray you continue to feel better. Me too. And I'm going to go stop over there. And thank you. I love when One Journey comes on. And let's see. So I'm sorry that, and Marion, yes, he is. He is a serial cheater. And I didn't mean to take away from the chat today, but I was really excited that One Journey was here with us. And there's so much going on. So just, hi, C Vlogs, just hang on to your hat. And when you see the comments or you go, someplace and they're not especially receptive, um, just remember these are skits, those are people. People do what they do. I don't know what else to say. I just don't go unless it's maybe 60 seconds. I don't stay, but only because I've realized that people see the world differently, or they don't see the world the way we see it. There's just a lot out there, or they'll disagree because that's not how they do it. You know, and and so when you have different lifestyles, different like lives altogether, of course there's not going to be a mutual meeting ground. There's just not going to be, because that's not, everybody doesn't live the same. Different countries, we're not the same. So they're going to see things differently than we do, right? So that's the one thing that I have learned. Um, and it doesn't make one right and one wrong. It's just the way it is. We do things this way. Abby does things in her country her way. Um, the lady Annette, that's from England, she does things her way. So there's always a different perspective. But I think when it's evil or harsh or unnecessarily hateful, that's what bothers me. I don't mind if you disagree. I just don't tell people that they are wrong. You're wrong for having an opinion. Even, that I just try to stay away from that. We can agree to disagree, or you guys can check me and tell me something, just like with the Melissa thing, because I think it was body language, and you all think that it was a blooper. And I'm going to go with the fact that it was a blooper, because it should have, if that was the case about the body language, it should have been delivered better. Did Ben misspeak? I'm going with the blooper because I agree with you. At the end of the day, it didn't work, right? It didn't work. So I'm going with blooper also. Dolly Momo was just Shayla light begging for dinner. That conversation was cringe. Instead, planning a date. Okay, said I could eat. I got to go out and I haven't looked at anything. Hi, Sharon. I miss you too. Oh, your mom is on hospice? Sharon, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish her all the best. All my time is devoted to her. Bless your heart, Sharon. And the Lord has you. Okay, I'm so happy to see you. And Godspeed with your mom. Truly. We'll miss you too, Sharon. Nature says some of the time we tend to see the world through eyes based on our own like me, based on our own personal experiences, how we were raised, and how we are presently growing. And nature, that's what I do, and I know it. So everybody doesn't have, what I've been through. So I basically just try to share what I've been through. I mean, you know, like what you do, your holistic wellness. I don't know anything about it, so it's interesting to see your perspective on things, because there's always a positive spin. I don't like to walk and go outside, but guess what? I've walked and gone outside. So I agree. I mean, and again, I just share stuff because I've seen some of the ugly, like working in law enforcement, the courts, police departments. As a programmer, I see stats. I used to see stats. I worked in healthcare. I'm not a professional anything. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I've been divorced from the same man 2 times, and now I'm married again. So that's why I share, my experiences. But my life has been really good. But when I see certain things, I do mention it because most people don't see the stuff that I've seen. It's not every day that you work in the police department or, you know what I mean, or the courts and you write back end programs. People don't do that every day. And that's why I just like to share sometimes. It doesn't mean that's something anybody else is going to come across. It's just something I've seen. So I appreciate this comment extremely. Well done. It's how we were raised. And we were raised in a regular hood in LA. And then when I got ready to leave for school, we were in the suburbs. So, that whole arc is a part of my life. So thank you for that. Yes, Sharon, I really hope your mom's okay. I really do. Nonya, enjoy you. Thank you, Angela Atkinson. Okay, we'll talk to you later. And I'm going to let you guys go. You've been so patient and kind. So thank you very much. Gwen, thank you for popping on here. And thank you, Antoinette, for joining her. Her platform is awesome. Okay, I'm going to get off because I know you guys are probably like, I'm out of here. And I enjoyed you as always. I'll see you hopefully at Wind Down. And I'm going to go in here and do some house stuff. But thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Let's see. Good luck, Sharon. Good luck. And best prayers and wishes for your mom. Okay. Everybody, talk to you later. We miss you, Sharon. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. Yes, nature. Okay.